Good morning, students. So in area related to circle chapter from exercise 12.2 already we complete 9 questions. So now today we start from question number 10. Is it clear? So now here in question number 10 the question is given like in this way. If you see the question here and the question is given, an umbrella has 8 ribs which has equally spaced, as you see here in the figure also mentioned here, assuming umbrella to be a flat circle, isn't it? Flat circle of radius 45 centimeter. So that means we have to assume this one is a flat circle, and then what we have to find out, find the area of the between two consecutive ribs of the umbrella we have to find out here. Is it clear? So now here first of all what you have to do, whatever, if you see the diagram here, we have to consider as a circle here, and how many ribs are there? As you see here, 8 ribs are there. So we have to make the diagram properly, and then we have to find out the area of one part. Since here the radius is already mentioned, whatever the length mentioned we consider as a radius, so that means 45. So we need the angle. If we get the angle, then easily we can find out the area of one part here. Is it clear? Let's see how can we do this one. So in this figure, as you see here, we consider 8 ribs. First of all we have to consider flat circle, so that's why this one is the circle with center O, and here the radius, whatever the length given, we consider as a radius 45 centimeter. So we have to find out any one part here, either this one, any one part we have to find out. For this what we need, mainly we need this angle. So how can we find out this angle here? First of all, you see, so first of all if you see here, how many this type of equal parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means total equal 8 parts are here. So if total 8 equal parts are here, so one complete revolution, we know the complete one revolution equal to how much? 360 degree, isn't it? So that means this type of how many parts are there? 8 parts are there. So if we convert this one into one part, so here this total angle, that means complete revolution here, total angle divided by how many parts you have to do? 8. So if you divide it by 8, then easily we get the angle of one part. So if we separate this one into 8 equal parts, so that means here what you have to write? 360 by 8, isn't it? Total complete revolution equal to 360 and 8 equal parts. So if you divide this one, then what we get here? We get this one is 45 degree. So that means one equal part equal to how much? 45 degree. Is it clear? So one equal part equal to here 45 degrees. So angle we get, and with this the radius also we get, radius equal to how much? 45 centimeters. So that means here given, so when we have to start the solution, given, so r equal to here we have to write 45 centimeter, and from here theta equal to how much we find out here? 45 degree. So if radius and theta we get, so easily we can find out the area of one part. So if we consider this one, so easily we can find out the area of this part. So how can we write here? Area of sector. So that's why we have to apply the sector formula. Area of sector. So we have to write area of sector OABO equal to how much? What is the formula here we have to write? Area of sector OAB equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. So this one is the formula. Area of sector formula is this one. So if you apply this formula here, so easily we can calculate the result here. Theta equal to how much? 45. So this one we have to write 45. This one we have to write 360 into pi means we have to write 22 by 7, and into r means what? 45. So that's why we have to write here 45 into 45. Is it clear? And if you calculate this result, then easily we can find out the area of one part here. Is it clear? So in this way we can find out the area of one part of this rib. Is it clear? So the next question is here, as you see here mentioned, the question is mentioned here, a car has two wipers which do not overlap. That means the wipers are not overlapping each other. Each wiper has a blade of length, how much? 25 centimeter, and sweeping through an angle of how much? 115 degree. So the angle is here mentioned 115 degree. So that means here in this question, if you see here, two wipers are there and not overlapping each other, and the length of the blade already mentioned 25 centimeter, and how much the angle create here? As you see here, the angle create here how much? 115 degree. So how much area? That means what you have to do here in this case, we have to find out the area of one part, and then we have to multiply it by 2 because two wipers are there. So if you see here, angle mentioned 115 degree, and the length, whatever the wiper length is mentioned here, 25 centimeter. So in this case, if you see here, in this case, this diagram shown as a sector. If you see here, if we consider the one diagram here, it is mentioned as one sector, look like a sector. So easily we can find out the sector of this one part. If we find out the sector of one part, then easily we can find out the another part also, and if you multiply these two, or if we calculate these two, then we get the total area. Is it clear? So this one is the diagram here. Now let's see how can we do this one. So here very simple, radius given and angle is given 115, and if you calculate this one, then automatically we get the answer here. So we have to write here area of sector. Simply you have to write area of sector. So area of sector equals to, the formula is this one, theta by 360 into pi r square. This one is the formula of area of sector, is not it? Area of sector equal to theta by 360 into pi r square. So if you see here, theta already mentioned. So what is theta? Theta means already mentioned here 115 degree, and the radius is how much? 25 centimeter, is not it? So these two are given, these two are given. So if we put these two value here, then what we get here? Theta means 115 by 360 into pi 22 by 7 into r square. R means what? 25. So that's why we have to write 25 into 25. So if we calculate this result, then we get the area of one wipers. When one wiper sweep from one end to another end, some areas that we get, and this area is this one. And this type of how many wipers are there? Two wipers. So that's why when we have to find out the total area, so whatever the area we get here, if we calculate this result, then we get some result here, and this result we have to multiply with 2, because there how many wipers are there? Two wipers are there. So that's why we have to calculate this one in this way, and finally we get the answer here. Is it clear? Okay, so next one is question number 12. If you see the question number 12 here, the question number 12 is given as two worn shapes for underwater rocks. A lighthouse spreads a red colored light over a sector of angle, how much? 80 degree, to a distance of how much? 16.5 kilometer. Find the area of the ship over which the ships are worn. So that means in this case what you have to do, a ship underwater rocks, a lighthouse spread means what? If you see the diagram here, first of all, the diagram we have to draw here, and that means the meaning is what here? If you see a radar, you know, so how can the radar display the light? So the same thing we have to do here, we have to draw here. Is it clear? So let's see how can we draw the diagram first. If you see the diagram, it is more comfortable to understand this one. Okay. So if you see this diagram here, so the radar here, or the lighthouse, whatever, starting from here, and it moves to up to this place, and now in this case one angle create, and the angle is how much? 80 degree, and the length of this radar is how much? 16.5 kilometer mentioned. So when it start from here and moves up to this place, so here one area we get, so we have to find out the area of this portion actually. Is it clear? So that's why here mention spread a red color light over a sector of angle, how much? 80 degree, and the length is how much given here? 16.5. Is it clear? So this one is mentioned here. So what you have to do, we have to find out the area of this person. To find out this area, what you have to do? Angle mention, radius mention. Here we consider this one as a radius, so easily we can find out the area of this person, is not it? So just we have to find out here finally the question what we have to ask here. Find the area of the over which the ships are worn. So that means in this place the ship worn, so we have to find out the area of this person. So very simple here, what you have to do, we have to just find out the area of sector. So area of sector here, area of sector OABO, OABO. That means we have to find out the area of this one. So that's why we have to write here the formula. If we write one time theta by 360 into pi r square. So here already mentioned theta equal to how much? 80 degree, and r equal to how much here? 16.5 kilometer, is not it? So these two are mentioned. So that's why if you put these two value here, theta means 80 degrees, so that's why 80 by 360 into pi, that means this one we have to write 22 by 7, and r means what? We have to write here 16.5 whole square, or you can write 16.5 into 16.5. And if we calculate this result, now if we calculate this result now here, task is here, you have to calculate this result, and if we calculate this result, then we get the area of this person, and which one we have to find out here. Is it clear? So very simple questions here. Easily we can calculate this result and find out the answer. Okay, after completing the question number 12, now here if you see the question number 13, and the question number 13 is given like in this way. A round table covered has 6 equal designs, 6 equal designs as shown in figure. If you see here 6 equal designs, if the radius of the cover is 28 centimeter, find the cost of making the design at the rate of 0.35 per centimeter square. So now in this case what you have to find out, if you see now here the diagram mentioned, so if we modify the diagram in this way, if you see the designs are these are the designs here, is it clear? And now what you have to find out, we have to find out the area of these designs here first of all, and the question is given here, we have to find out the cost, is not it? And per area centimeter square equal to how much here mentioned? 0.35. So that means first of all what you have to do, we have to first of all find out the area of these 6 designs. How many designs are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 designs are there, and first of all we have to find out the area of these 6 designs, and after that we have to multiply it with the cost. Per centimeter square equal to how much? 0.35. So if this total area, if we multiply it 0.35 centimeter square, then easily we can find out the cost here. Is it clear? So for this you see here 6 equal parts here, 6 equal parts. So what you have to do, first of all we have to find out the area of one part. Here already mentioned, you see here OACB. Oh, this one is a sector here, is not it? So if we find out the area of this portion, then this type of how many portions are there? 6 portions are there. So if we multiply this 6 portion, then easily we can find out the total area here. So our main task is what? How can we find out this area? So this one is segment here, not sector, is not it? So this type of segment already we know how to find out. So first of all what you have to do, we have to find, first of all we have to find out the sector OACBO. This sector we have to find out. Is it clear? And from this sector, if we subtract this OAB, that means this one is a triangle or not? So if we subtract this triangle, then easily we can find out the area of this one portion. Is it clear? If we get this portion, then the other parts are easily we can find out, is not it? So now here that's what you have to do. First of all we have to find out the area of this triangle, as well as we have to find out the area of this sector, and sector minus triangle, then we get the segment part. And this type of how many segments are there? 6 segments are there, so we have to multiply with 6, and then finally we have to multiply this total area with the cost is how much? 0.35. Is it clear? So let's see how can we do this one. First of all, when we have to find out the area of this triangle OAB, very simple, this type of questions already we have done. So now here we need the angle. For this, if you see here, one complete revolution equal to 360 degree, is not it? If one complete revolution equal to 360 degree, if we start from here and end here 360, so that means this type of how many parts are there? 6 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 equal parts are there. So total angle is 360 and 6 equal parts are there. So what you have to do? 360 by 6. 6 equal parts. So that means each angle is how much here we get? 60 degree. Is it clear? I think all of you understood this one. So that means each angle is here 60 degree. So 60, 60, 60, total 360. Is it clear? So the angle we get here. And the length is, I think, given. The radius is given. Radius is how much given? 28 centimeter. So that means the radius is given 28 centimeter. So radius 28 centimeter, angle 60 degree. So easily we can find out the sector here. Isn't it? So now here, how can we find out the area of this triangle? So if you draw separately this triangle OAB, if you see here, triangle OAB, if you see the separately the triangle OAB, so this one is O, this one is A, and this one is B. Is it clear? So now this angle is already we find out 60 degree, isn't it, from here? And the length is given here 28 centimeter. This one is also 28 centimeter, isn't it? So now if the sides are equal, then their opposite angles are what? Equal. For this side the angle is this one, for this side the angle is this one. So these two angles are equal. Is it clear? So can we find out these two angles now here? Easily we can find out. So we don't know this angle, so that's why we have to consider this one is x first of all. So if this one is x, if this, so this one is also x, because these two angles are equal, because their opposite sides are equal. So the sum of these three angles is how much? 180 degree. So that's what you have to write. 60 plus x equal to 180 degree. The by angle sum property, the sum of these three angles is how much? 180 degree. So from here, if you see here, twice x equal to 120 degree. If you shift this 60 here, so ultimately x equal to how much you get here? 60 degree. So x equal to 60 degree we get. So that means this one is also 60, this one is also 60. Is it clear? I think all of you understood this one. So 60, 60, 60, all are 60. That means what type of angle, triangle this one? This one is an equilateral triangle. So that means if this one is an equilateral triangle here, so we have to find out the area of this equilateral triangle first of all. So how can we find out the area of equilateral triangle? There is a formula, and the formula is what? Root 3 by 4 side square, and the side is how much? 28 centimeter. So in this way we can find out the area of triangle. So here area of sector already we can find out, and area of equilateral triangle. So this part is very important. We have to prove this one is an equilateral triangle. Then we can apply the area of equilateral triangle here. Is it clear? Okay. So what you have to find out? Area of segment. Area of segment ACBA. ACBA. Is it clear? Area of segment ACBA. We have to find out area of segment here. So area of segment ACBA equal to what you have to do? Area of sector. Area of sector. Sector, which one is the sector? OABO. OABO. Minus area of, you have to write here equilateral triangle, because already we proved this one, area of equilateral. Area of equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle OAB. OAB. So area of sector OABO minus area of equilateral triangle OAB. So we have to subtract these two, and if we subtract these two, and then we get this segment part, that means which portion we get? This portion we get. So area of sector formula you know, theta by 360. The formula is theta by 360 into pi r square, minus area of equilateral triangle is what? Root 3 by 4 into side square. So if we subtract these two results, then easily we can find out the area of one part. Is it clear? So here theta means how much? Theta means 60 degree, isn't it? Theta means how much? 60 degree. Radius is how much? 28 centimeter. And here side is also how much? 28 centimeter. So that's why we have to write here 60 by 360 into pi means 22 by 7 into r square. R means we have to write here 28 square minus root 3 by 4. So this one you have to write root 3 by 4 into side square. That means what you have to write here? 28 square. So if we calculate this result, and one result from we get here. If we calculate this result and from here one result we get, this area is which one? The area of this part we get, ACBA. One segment part we get here. So this type of how many portions are there? This type of 6 portions are here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs are there. So whatever the area we get here, we have to multiply with 6. After that, what you have to do? Some areas that we get here, and this area we have to multiply with 6, because there are 6 designs are there. And after multiplying 6, then we get the total area, and the area per centimeter square equal to cost is how much? Rupees 0.35, is not it? So here whatever the total area we get, this total area we have to multiply with this cost. So all of you understood what you have to do? So you have to do this one by yourself. What you have to do? Here we get the area of one part, and after that what you have to do? We have to multiply with 6. Why? Because this type of 6 designs are there. And when we multiply with 6, then we get the total area. Is it clear? And then after that what you have to do? Whatever the total area we get here, so we have to multiply with the cost. Cost is how much? 0.35 centimeter per 0.35, I think 0.35 per centimeter square. So if we multiply with this cost, then we get the total amount here. Is it clear? So the solutions are already given to you, so you have to do yourself. By this one you have to calculate by yourself here. Is it clear? I think all of you understood this one. Okay, now in our next class what you have to do, we have to continue the next part, which one is the area of combination of plane figures. That means if 2 or more figures are given there, then how can we calculate the result? Is it clear? So your task is not, you have today you have to complete these 3 or 4 questions, whatever we have done, you have to complete these questions in your home. Is it clear? Okay, thank you.